So, I heard that you gave birth to your son at home.
Yes, I did.
I bet that was scary. Did the ambulance make it in time to help you?
No. We did not call for an ambulance. We chose to have a home birth with a midwife.
With your what wife?
With a midwife. She's a highly trained professional, educated in prenatal care and childbirth. She came to our home to assist us with the birth of our baby.
Why?
We chose home birth because we see a baby coming into the world as a beautiful, spiritual event, not a medical emergency. I wanted my body to be in control of birth.
Is home birth legal?
Yes. And if it weren't, I would probably still consider it.
Isn't it dangerous?
Studies show that home birth is just as safe as a hospital birth if you're healthy and have no complications during your pregnancy.
But what if something happens?
Like what?
What if the baby needs help breathing?
In the unlikely event that my baby cannot breathe on its own, my midwife is trained to take care of those situations. She brings oxygen with her, just like they have in the hospital.
What if you hemorrhage?
In the unlikely event that my body cannot control its bleeding, my midwife has the same drug that the hospital would use to control the bleeding.
What if something else happens that your midwife is not able to handle?
The hospital is 5 minutes away. And we do have a telephone to call 911.
How can you know that nothing will go wrong? Don't you think it's selfish not to put the health of you and your baby ahead of your dreams to have a nice, relaxing home birth that you are in control of?
I considered those things but was not afraid of them because I am confident in my body and its ability to give birth. We were educated and prepared. I do not think that it is selfish to be educated and prepared.
So did your midwife give your baby all of the necessary shots and eye drops?
After much research, we decided against newborn vaccinations and other unnecessary newborn interventions.
You did not get the newborn vaccinations, but aren't you afraid of your baby getting sick?
Yes. That's why we chose not to get them.
Well, what about the antibiotics in the eyes? You know, your baby can go blind without them.
Those drops are for the chance that a mother might have a sexually transmitted disease. I have been tested and my husband and I are faithful to one another.
Well, okay then, what about circumcision? I know you don't want your son to have extra skin hanging around down there, do you?
We have chosen to leave him as he was born. For anybody who does the research and still decides the risks are worth taking, you can have circumcision done at a later time. Although I personally see no point.
I think you are a little bit crazy.
For not circumcising?
No.
For researching newborn procedures and how dangerous and damaging they can be and deciding against them for the health and well-being of my baby?
No.
For having a safe birth at home where my body dictated birth and not a doctor or a clock?
Well, I mostly think you're crazy, because you didn't give birth how everybody I know gave birth, in a hospital.
Well, now you cannot say that everyone you know gave birth in a hospital, can you?
Well, I suppose I can't.